Good afternoon and welcome to our First Alert Fastcast from our Wbay newsroom, where we are updating you on some of the stories our reporters are working on ahead of our newscast tonight. So getting into one of our stories that we had come into our newsroom this afternoon. In preparation for back to school, we're hearing from UW Health on back to school safety tips. Officials are saying the fit is more important than style when it comes to your child wearing a backpack this school year, and the right fitting backpack can prevent the possibility of kids developing back, neck, and upper shoulder pain. So stay tuned for our newscast tonight to hear from the experts on what they recommend for your child so they can stay safe this school year. And now we are looking at our Green Bay sky cam here. You might see some haziness in the sky today, and that's because of some wildfire smoke. There's also a possibility of some showers in the area today. Our meteorologist, Keith Gibson, is here to tell us a little bit more about what we're going to see today and tonight. Keith.
You hear me now?
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
I can hear you. I think something was not pressed, but we can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Fire away.
All right, good deal. Yeah, so we still can't totally rule out a sprinkle or a shower here going into the next couple of hours, but by and large, the system moving on through is actually going to be, it is moisture starved. So let's bring up our satellite radar here, and you can see what we're talking about. There's been a lot of clouds that have popped up, and it looks threatening at times. But we're really getting very little in the way of actual rain with this activity. So that's good news as far as pretty dry weather for the rest of today. Can't totally rule it out though. 60s, but mainly low and mid 70s across our area. At Wapaka, though, the warm spot at 78. It has been a very nice day. Winds have been from the northeast, about 5 to 15. Not too bad, low humidity, not too shabby here whatsoever. So let me go through the timeline real quick. If you do have some late afternoon or early evening plans, I don't expect too many changes here. If anything, we'll start to see a little bit more sunshine as this little disturbance exits later on this afternoon. But again, there could be a sprinkle out there. Going into tonight, we're thinking low 50s in the Fox Valley, mainly clear skies, mid to upper 50s near the lakeshore, but low 40s in the North Woods tonight. It is going to be a little bit cool for late summer across the north, and just the next couple of days will feature some really nice weather. Not too bad. This is really envious. People are going to be jealous of the weather that we're going to be having here across our region over the next couple of days here through Thursday. 70s, low humidity, a fair amount of sunshine, but we do have a little tease for you for the weekend. We're thinking well into the 80s, if not some low 90s here by Sunday and Monday. So the heat will be coming on back. It will come with some humidity, and it's not going to last too long, but it will be coming on back here. So we'll have more on that, and a look at one little paltry rain chance on Friday, Emily, coming up tonight at 4 o'clock.
Thank you, Keith. So we're going to have a little bit of cool, nice, beautiful weather this week, and then it could be possibly blazing hot this weekend. We'll
so
keep an eye out
summer is
for
not
that.
over.
It's not over yet,
Nope.
even though it's back to school for a lot of people.
That's
it's
right.
not over yet. Well, thank you so much. We'll have your full forecast tonight in the evening newscast. Thank you. And so now we are going to look at what we have for tonight's newscast in each show, bringing up our menu here. So at 4 p.m., we are seeing a summer surge of COVID cases just as families are prepping for back to school. COVID numbers are on the rise in Wisconsin. There are several ways you can prevent and prepare for your family for a healthy year ahead, and our reporter Emily Beyer will have that full story for you tonight. And then at 4:30 we have our reporter Jason Zimmerman, who is covering day one of the Democratic National Convention, kicking off today at the United Center in Chicago. More than 50,000 people are expected to fill this arena for the convention throughout this week. Speakers for the opening night include former Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton, First Lady Jill Biden, and President Joe Biden. And again, we'll hear from our reporter Jason Zimmerman tonight, who is there covering it. And at 5 p.m., we have an update on a story we have been following on the Mulva Cultural Center lawsuit. This lawsuit was filed by the owners of the Mulva Cultural Center in De Pere, and it's now been moved to federal court. The De Pere Cultural Foundation claims, quote, Exhibits Development Group breached their contract when key parts of the exhibits were either not delivered or significantly changed with little warning. And we'll hear more about this tonight at 5 p.m. with a filing obtained by Action 2 News in this lawsuit. And then at 6, we have our monthly Wisconsin adventure with our morning anchor, Emerson Lehman. Today, we have a deep dive into the Wisconsin Maritime Museum in Manitowoc. Takes a look at all sorts of boats that originated in Wisconsin, including shipwreck galleries and a lighthouse exhibit. Super cool. That will be on tonight at 6 p.m. So be sure to tune in for that, and be sure to tune into all of our evening newscasts tonight. And thank you so much for tuning in.